Welcome back to Tales of Yavard. We are Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, The Sea's Tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am our Mythcrafter. With me today, I have Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm Joey, and today I'm playing Larissa Mordai.
Kobe.
It's Kobe. I'm playing Les Sihon.
Adam.
Hey, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goraan Stormclaw.
And last but not least, we have Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I'm playing Shiro King.
Hey guys, Badger here. Just wanted to give a shout out for our very first sponsor, Baron of Dice. Baron of Dice is your one-stop shop for premium wargaming and fantasy dice. All their dice are hand-mixed with premium resin and colored dyes, then poured into a silicone mold before being laser engraved with one of many wicked symbols, and lastly finished in a matte or gloss polish to achieve a near-perfect result every time. With these dice, there are no balancing issues, micro bubbles, or mold lines, and I can tell you firsthand because I own several sets, that you can literally feel and hear the difference with their dice. Now, whether it's war games or TTRPGs, whatever your team may be, they're ready to elevate your game. On the last time of Tales of Yavard, the crew that went to the prison made a deal with a seeming friend in order to take care of Thrasher, the main prison guard. Stay tuned to find out what happens now.
I mean, we need initiative, so if you guys want to go ahead and roll that up real quick.
Let's do it. Boop.
Oh, I love
Get the
when
quick
we're
token.
jumping people because I can just focus us all on one guy and we just.
Oh, shit.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
22.
15 for Goraan, which is high for him.
Forgot I didn't have my character actually.
For
Oh,
Larissa.
and then where's my? I'm slacking. I'm going to. Where is it? Where's the? Oh,
Combat.
Jesus. Pull out the button for a second. And let me load my D4 real quick. You know, it's gonna help me. With the one on the D4.
It did go up.
Actually, Hey, Jesse. No, I'm not gonna be that. I want to swap my initiative with you really bad to be an asshole, but
I mean, you can. Like, it's...
Is it not willing?
No, you can.
No, it's not willing.
Yeah, just a swap.
Oh,
Wild.
You
What a
know,
wild
I
thing
feel
to
like
do.
we should start this battle off all focused on him. I think that's the smart decision here. Jesse, you're going to the Shadow Realm. You got a 4 initiative.
man.
Actually, a
Bullshit, you
5.
guys.
Crawling
You have
on the
plus
wall.
1. You can have a +1. You have 5.
Total bullshit,
Um,
you guys.
I'm so happy you're not playing the main character because I can pull this on you guys. I want to pull this on the main people, but fuck Shiro.
Goraan is here, dude.
Oh, you'd
Yeah.
100% do that to Zep.
Oh yeah, that's also it's just-
Lesh, 100%.
All right, so you guys are going to start with partial surprise against this creature, or against this man, Thrasher.
To the rule book.
If a creature is surprised, they don't act in the first round of initiative and have tactical disadvantage on the second round. They cannot use reactive actions until after the first turn in which they take an action, and they do not carry over AP until after their first turn in which they can take an action. Creatures that are not surprised have tactical advantage on the first 2 rounds of combat against a creature that was surprised. However, sadly, I outrolled you all. So his missed turn is the first turn. So we're going to start with all of the shenanigans that happened for Lesh.
Yeah. I'm gonna. How many of us are there? 1, 2.
Is that where
3.
he's actually at?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend 4 AP focusing Shiro. That Grifton to the right of him, Badger?
Shiro?
Under the right of the guy. That I think that one's Grifton.
That one is Grifton, yes. Tyros is further down.
I wanted so then I'll do Shiro, Grifton, Shiro, Grifton, and then Larissa, and then I'm going to put metal on myself to protect me, and then spend 1 AP, and the scythe is gonna pop out of Lesh's little side pouch and start rapidly spinning around him.
Okay, so at the start of his turn, he will make that willpower attack.
That'll be it.
All right, Larissa.
Alright, so let's see. Larissa. Okay, so she's going to spend 2 AP to use Shadow Manipulation, which means she's also going to gain 5 healed HP based on her charisma.
Okay.
And she is concealed in. She is considered to be concealed. And then she's going to. And then she's going to spend 3 AP to make a magic attack against the creature's logic. She's going to be targeting Thrasher. Did that roll?
Oh,
It
no.
didn't.
No,
it did not.
roll. Okay. I don't have it set up for that. But can I have my roller, please? Hello?
/R. 1d20 plus 5.
Plus 5, so that's a 16.
Plus
Do I
1.
need plus 2, plus 1 from focus, plus 2 from partial surprise. So does that's what
17.
17 against his logic.
This is a cult, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, and that was the blind cantrip. So he is now blinded.
Okay.
And with that, that is all her AP. So she is done moving. Now with that, that means my 3 skelly bros go. Grifton is going to move up. And let's see, he moves 20. So let's see, I think...
Wait. The guy is the one in the center of this, like, concluded pack here.
Oh.
The red one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, if that's the case, then he's just gonna move there.
Sorry. Didn't want you.
Oh, yeah, see, okay.
Yeah,
So
we were
I
all
would've
in that little room, and he got thrown
Yeah,
in the middle.
I thought when I asked if the whole thing was the room, I meant what was down here.
No, I apologize.
No, we're just a little square in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I described it as a 20 by 20 room.
Okay.
Actually,
well, I
draw
would've
it out
actually-
larger than that.
I would have had TA for casting that spell within combat range, but
You're still good.
okay.
I
so
can't
let's
I can't exploit on this turn. That actually kind of fucked me a little bit. Do I need
Lines
to
up suck.
see? Yeah, do I need to see to use this? Probably not.
Sure hope so.
I do not, and it makes me happy.
Fucking bullshit.
Okay, so let's see. Can move and take one of the following actions, or take two of the following actions. All right, so let's see. So Tyberos is going to move next to Larissa and swing with his claymore. So this is +3.
And you will be rolling 2d20 and taking the higher.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
2d20 +3 +1 from flanking +1 from the TA that we get for him being partially surprised. Why am I getting 2d20? Oh, because he's blind
He's
now.
blind.
That's right. Okay. So this is 2d20 +5. Does a soft 20 hit?
Yes, that'll hit.
Okay. And so then this is nice. This is going to be 1d12 +3 for
Oh,
max
hell yeah.
damage, and then an
Nice.
additional 1d6 damage that is necrotic.
Okay.
Womp. So 16 total, 15 of it is sharp damage, and then 1 point of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
And then that's all he can do. Let's see. Medivh is next. She has twin daggers. So let's see. The way this works, because we're homebrewing it, this replaces her longsword. And when I make an attack with one dagger, I can roll again for a second attack. However, the second attack does not add her dexterity modifier to the damage. So the first attack, 2d20, I believe this is going to be +2, +1 from TA,
+1 from flanking.
+1 from flanking. So does a 12 hit his AR?
It will not.
Okay, and then this is going to be for the second one. Does a 22 hit his AR?
It will.
So for womp womp, 1 point of 3 sharp damage.
Oh, we weren't adding dexterity modifier.
You're right. So 1 sharp damage. And then she will also set up for an exploit.
Okay.
And then Grifton is going to swing his longsword. One-handed, because he's holding his kite shield. So this is going to be the same thing. Does a 15 hit his AR?
Yes.
Okay, and so this is 1d8 +2 for 7 sharp damage.
Okay.
And he is also going to set up for an exploit.
Okay.
Now, let's say I have 3 things that can use exploit. Will they all get to exploit against Home Dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Because technically each monster has its own... Each of your skeletons have their own actions.
All right. Cool. Because each of them are
Try to move.
ready for an exploit right now.
Yeah.
Mike.
All right. And then that is all of Larissa's turn.
All right, Goraan.
Okay. Let's see what do I want to do first here. I'm going to first. Those are both dark. That's fine. I'm not gonna move because, frankly, there's not really much of a point. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Root. Okay. So we get one TA because he's partially surprised, right?
Correct.
Okay. 17 against his anticipation.
You also get to roll twice.
And take the
He's
higher.
blind.
Oh, do I?
If it matters.
I mean,
I
it
don't think
hits.
It was a
I
1.
guess it,
So I'll take the original roll.
You got it out the way. There was
Here's
that
hoping.
one.
Okay, so 17. He takes 3 damage and falls prone.
Okay.
Now, I'm then going to Briar Whip him. Because he's prone and I'm at range, it's a TD, right?
And
I want to real quick read Briar Whip, but normally yes, that is correct.
A sinuous, thorny vine lashes from me to ensnare an enemy. Make a magic attack against the AR of the creature within range. If I hit, I deal sharp damage. If the creature is no more than one size larger than me, I can pull it 10 feet closer to me. However, I don't think I can because there's too many people in the way. If I crit, then I can pull it to an unoccupied space adjacent to me and may choose to immediately grapple it without making a contested grapple check.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. And then I'll roll my second d20 just in case. Okay.
Both of those hit.
Yeah, the higher one would be 20, like dirty 20. He's gonna take 5 sharp damage. I'm not going to yank him closer to me because I don't think I can.
Yeah, you got Larissa standing between you and him.
Yeah. So yeah, as he's blinded, a root shoots out from a crack in the floor, grabs his legs and like yanks, and he falls prone. And then a briar whip comes over her shoulder and like lashes across his back as he's laying there.
Man, what a shitty way to walk into a closet.
And
This man yells at in pain.
that is Goran's turn.
he didn't even walk into the closet. He got pushed.
He did get pushed and is effectively getting jumped.
Yeah, see what you got, Shiro, and you can have the one an extra AP. Might as well give you something for stealing your spot.
Thank you. Well, I don't need to knock him prone now, so you saved one of my maneuvers.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna grab the old katana and he would grab the katana, draw it, and say "Lislame Vile," and so it would do it'll be doing. It would kind of look like toxic fumes coming off of the blade. And we're gonna attack. Let's see, we got. I'm focused for a TA. I'm gonna use fighting instinct for another one. And flanking. And he's blind. Jesus, it's already like 5 PA.
And he's still partially surprised. We're at 6.
Oh, and partial surprise. God dang. He's having a rough time. Okay. So first roll. And I'm gonna crit fish. So yeah, the first roll was higher. But so that's a 24. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, so 24 will hit.
So that'll be minimum damage of 6. And then I will roll Would all my TA go for the second part of this as well?
Yes.
Let me adjust that real quick. Does a 13 beat anticipation?
Roll
with
2d20 and
bonuses?
take the higher.
Oh, hey, good call. How about a
Jesus.
29?
Yeah, a 29 is definitely going to overcome his anticipation.
So he has 1d4 burning that will do toxic damage.
Anticipate that, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Definitely.
Brutal.
Absolutely. And that was just one attack. Is that
Yeah, I'm gonna just I could do another one, but I want to hold on to AP just in case. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the other 3.
all right? So, Lesh, you want to make that charisma attack and remind me what it targets?
It is charisma versus will. An 18
18's going to do it.
for 5 damage.
Or the death aura.
Death aura.
That's the name of the ability. That's the Death's Sight, baby. Yeah, that's spinning around Lesh, leaving like just.
I thought I
chopping
only
him
had
up.
1d in that, though.
Did I? Oh, that's what you're making fun of.
That's
I can't
why I
spell.
said the death order.
I'm just,
Or aura. I feel like for this, it's
Get ready
just
for my
like
death aura.
yeah. I feel like this is Lesh with like 2 sickles somehow. Like he has a second one, and he's just like otaku dancing at like an idol concert. He's just sitting there like spinning glow
This is a
sticks all
rave
around.
Glow
Yeah.
stick dance.
All right. Do you want to roll that burning damage?
Jesse,
Oh yeah. Boop.
it's gonna be a
I miss-
4.
I missed Dogen's bleeding damage.
Hey.
Ah, ha, ha.
I
We gotta get a fucking
anticipated
count
that,
of that
bitch. It was a 4, by the
And-
way.
blind and prone. What you gonna do?
Blind.
Oh, I meant to
Prone,
grapple him when I did
oxided.
that too. Well,
He's
no,
already
because I
grappled.
didn't attack with my fists. Never
Yeah, I have to look at the things that require sight because everything I was gonna do with his first turn required sight.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Remember, I think he needs to take a monster action to stand up too.
Yeah, he does. Or he can just kind of take his hand and almost gesture over his head like he's covering his face, and as he does so, he starts to disappear. Lesh, your turn.
Now, did he spend an action to exit the melee range of any of my people?
Or mine.
Because exploit doesn't say they have to be seen.
No, he did not.
He just
Oh.
did the old I can't see you and you can't see me.
I'm gonna do the door. There's still someone at the door, right? If I just look that way, they're still kind of holding the door closed.
Yeah, they're still pushing up against the door, holding it closed, while you guys beat the shit out of this guard.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a glum little bitch.
On top of everything else, now he's sad.
Are you saying he started to disappear or he did disappear?
No, he completely disappeared. He is invisible.
Will a 16 beat his will?
I actually think it would. Yeah, it would just be on the dice now, wouldn't it? Because he's still
He's
blind.
unseen, but he's also blind.
No, because blind ends at the end of his turn.
Yep.
So it will be 2d20 taking the lower.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Question: does that work for something that's simply audio based?
I mean, the description of invisibility just says you become invisible for the duration. And then I had it up and then I closed it. I was thinking something else.
I understand if the spell has a ruling and that it makes sense. I accept either or. I was just wondering, could I do just have auditorial stanzas?
Basically, you're still having to decide where he is with that attack. You're still having to target him. So not being able to see him to target him, you're still having to indicate which square you're attacking.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's valid. Well, then would a 14 beat his will?
Sadly, surprising probably no one. Yes.
Will he all attacks
That's
against
sad.
him have
I wouldn't say
demoralized? And oh, you think you're smart, you that hide, you little bitch? That's not gonna do nothing. Just wait till you pop in again. See what happens. And then I'm going to 2 AP. I'm gonna spend. What do I? I'm gonna spend 1 AP to keep the death aura up. I'm gonna go. Kind of want to move. I mean, I'm gonna try to spend some AP to move into this square. See if I can feel him as I'm walking through. Like, do I have to squeeze through to move through that square?
He is still there, yes.
I'm gonna spend.
Some
AP.
minesweeper shit.
I'm gonna go here and move through. Wait, no, I'm not.
Actually, well, no, I used both hands to attack, so I probably would have dropped down that. But I was climbing on the wall.
Kind of figured it, like you lunged at him with your
Yeah.
sword.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna spend the AP moving in and moving out, trying to see if I can just feel him out, stepping there, being like, yes, yeah, he's still here, just to let y'all know. And then that leaves me with 1 AP. I'm going to protect myself with metal and carry over the, and then end my turn and get a support AP, ending on 0.
Okay. Larissa.
Okay, so can we break the invisibility? This isn't like unseen, right? Like if he gets hit, then it breaks.
It is not. Well, kind of. It is a psionic spell that requires concentration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know that one. Very.
All right. Well, since Lesh called out that he is where he is,
We now know he didn't kill him.
she is going to use her flame sword, which she hasn't ever really taken out and used before, but
She has a fucking flame sword? The fuck?
yeah. She does, in fact, have a flame sword. So she's going to pull this handle out from underneath her cloak, push a button on the hilt, and well, it's a fire blade, not a flame sword. And it's going to ignite, and she's going to attack the space as she did before. So this is going to be 2d20, take the lower, adding +2 for her intelligence, +3 from flanking. Is she still focused?
No, but he is demoralized, so everybody gets 1.
Okay, so that's +4, and then does she have TA for being invisible? Or is it just 2d20?
TD.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
he
meant.
did.
I think it's
It
just
doesn't
the
say you get TD for attacking them,
Okay.
but you get 2d20 and take the lower.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a nat 1. And then she's going to try again for a 6.
Both of those are going to miss.
Okay. And then
Real quick, I was wrong. You do get TD because they are considered concealed as well.
Yeah.
okay.
So 1 TD.
I was scrolling through to look. But either way, it's not going to change it.
Okay. Well, let's see. So this is +3. So this is 2d20 +3 +2 for flanking and demoralized, and then 1 TD. This is Tiberos doing this with his longsword. He's going to attack twice. Does a 12 hit his AR?
A 12 will not hit his AR now.
And then that's not good. That's a 9. That's not going to do it either. Wow, I am rolling on wild ends of the spectrum for this 2d20.
Yes, you are.
Okay, and then Medivh is going to do her attacks again. So let's see. This should just be at +3. Yep. That's not going to hit. This is the secondary. That's not going to hit. This is another round of that. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so none of her attacks hit. And then Grifton is going to make his longsword attacks. That sucks. But
Possibly
that's
still
going to
a hit.
be an 18.
Which is a hit.
Okay. So that's going to be 1d8 plus 2 damage. For 9 damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to exploit. Or he's gonna hold his, or use his last action to set up an exploit.
I got an 11 to maintain my concentration. We're good. Is that all of your turns, Larissa?
That is all of my turns.
All right, Goraan.
Hey, if a spell has Conjuring 1, does that mean I can't? It doesn't go off until my next turn?
To the rule book.
Correct.
Okay. But as far as we can tell, he's still in that one spot, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we going to rinse and repeat. Ensnaring root.
I was gonna say I have
Oh, wait.
lend power, by the way.
Hold on. If it requires visual and he's invisible.
Then it
It
will
doesn't
not be.
say. It doesn't say unseen blocks visual, but it does say you can't use line of sight effects.
Visual says that you have to have line of sight.
Oh, it does.
Okay,
Okay.
so I can't do anything.
Describing it.
So then I can't use ensnare root, so never mind. Shit, I don't think I can do anything if targeting him with this stuff requires visual, I can't do much of anything. Yeah, verbal, visual. Can't do that because everybody else is there.
Never mind. This is
So visual and line of sight.
I'm re-looking up what I just said. So
He is no longer unseen because he
not?
was struck by an attack.
So
So-
what that says is you know if the attack hits, but that doesn't make him stop being unseen.
if it was basic unseen, yes, I am invisible. What's giving me the unseen
spell has
condition
some
is
different
invisibility.
things.
Gotcha.
That spell has some different tweaks to it.
Like if it was just basic unseen, if I had anything, perhaps the invisibility monster trait, that's when things like that would come into effect. The spell itself is what's giving me the unseen condition.
Fair. Now, it also does say that when attacking an unseen creature, indicate which square you're attacking and roll 2d20 and take the lower.
Right.
So, line of sight is different than visual.
It is, as I look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
But visual says if you cannot see the target or the area you're trying to affect, you cannot cast magic with visual
Yeah.
requirement. So you can target that
You can target
square.
the square that he's on.
Yeah.
Right, but like if I
As
have
long
to
as it-
attack a creature, then I can't do it.
No,
so you can
you
use
can
it to
attack the
attack
square.
that square,
Right.
and you might still hit him with it, basically.
So instead of attacking the creature directly, you're attacking the square that you think they're on as your
Okay.
attack instead. So
Okay.
yes, you can still use your ensnaring route.
And ensnaring root just has gesture and verbal requirements.
Yeah. So does Briarwhip has line of effect, but that's fine. Okay. In that case, 17 against his anticipation.
Did you roll the 2d20 and take the lower?
Second one was higher.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, he takes 5 blunt damage, and he is still prone, or knocked back prone.
Okay.
And then we're going to Briarwhip again. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. Blah, 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 blah. Are we worried about noise?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't use lightning lash because that's loud.
I think this is the reason Zephyr didn't come.
Honestly,
fight.
hadn't even considered it. I just
So-
wanted him to be at the other place.
3.
But he would have been very bad to be here.
Yes.
We would not have gone in quite.
Only costs me 2. Alright, I'm gonna use Nature's Remedy on myself to
Right.
give me a little bit of healing points.
Nice.
Healing. Oh, I got 6 back. Hell yeah, that rules.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
forgot.
help
Shiro's
that.
still bloody.
SPC is 4. We're gonna drop that down. Then we're going to go one more heal. Okay, I'm feeling much better. And that is my turn for now.
Alright. Keep it up, my friend Shiro. You're gonna get the AP again. Cause I kind of. Can I give
So
it
that
out
is- Go
to
ahead.
like Grifton and them?
Yeah, they would get an additional action.
Good to know. Okay, I gotta remember that.
An additional tier 1 action.
All
so
they
yeah,
have
that,
is tier 1 actions.
I'm just saying, for
that
for
means I get
all of the references.
starting with 9. So I have 1 TD, the unseen.
1 TA from me.
1 TA from
You.
flanking.
I'm gonna do fighting instinct again, and then flanking. I think that's it this time. So, track that, and yeah, gonna stab that square again.
Okay.
Roll 2 nat 20s.
2 sucks.
1 nat
Is
20.
it 10?
A 10 will not hit.
Dang it. Let's try it again. 1, 2. That's even worse.
A 9 will not hit.
Nine's not gonna do it. Dang it. Oh. Hell. And a 10's not gonna do it. That sucks. I don't like this. I don't like being on the other side of unseen.
I mean, that's how Corey deals with this. He either makes him teleport or makes him invisible.
Bullshit, you guys.
This is the first time I think I've used invisible.
Yeah.
And then they just teleport around our boys who punch really hard or smash really hard.
I don't think I can do anything else. So yeah, that'll be it for Shiro.
Did he take a con? Oh, he definitely made a con check. Jesus Christ! I just saw the chat.
Yeah, I've been rolling the concentration checks.
Yeah, only 2 attacks have hit him.
Right.
Yeah, take damage, motherfucker. Roll that concentration check.
Yeah.
Burn.
You want to roll the burning damage?
Yep, will do. Boop.
Does area of effect count against invisibility? Because area effect just rolls normal, right?
Yeah.
Death aura is normal, baby.
I can't use any area things because everybody's in the area.
Yeah, your area hurts everyone.
Yeah.
Yep. Your area covers
19.
a very big area.
That will hit.
Also realized the first attack didn't have the charisma added on to it, but it's okay. For 6 damage minimum.
You all start to see blood on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we just see like blood just like dripping like in the middle of the sky or like in the middle of this space that we're all attacking.
It's still on
just
the
all
ground.
red and shit. You have to don't forget about the concentration check for that one, Corey.
I'm not even going to worry about it. You'll understand why in a moment. Well, no, I do need to worry
No,
about it.
it makes a difference.
It does. Because
the blood that feeds my size.
Oh,
I love it.
God.
Oh,
dang.
Jesus Christ. What
His
the fuck,
concentration
man?
rolls have been nuts.
I haven't
His
rolled
first one
below.
was bad.
I
He just
haven't
had a
rolled below.
+5.
Yeah, I haven't rolled below. I think a 6, and y'all haven't done enough damage that I've needed more than 6 because it's half the damage taken.
Yep.
Isn't half the damage taken or 10, whichever is lower, or is that simple? That only for arcane?
That's for arcane. Psionic is just half the damage.
Okay. I always get confused with the different sources with different types of shit. I forget which one's which sometimes.
Sounds like a good lesson learned, Topham.
Not for me to be on.
All right. Let's see. He's got fucking 6 people on him.
He's also prone right now.
Unless he stood up and we don't know about.
It's fine. I was just trying to figure out who I was going to attack.
Me.
Does a 15 hit your AR, Shiro?
No, it does not. I'm mad that I spent all of my AP. Fucking do it.
As you guys watch as he comes back into your all's line of sight with this giant, almost ethereal axe in hand as he swings at Shiro with it.
Technically,
And
it
then-
wouldn't end. If he doesn't hit, it doesn't end. Perks of invisibility is if you do damage.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, that particular spell you have to do damage.
I'll try again. Fuck it. I was gonna do a different spell to try and keep myself alive, but
Should make a ranged attack. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
how's the 24?
Versus my AR?
Yeah.
No, it misses. I'm just kidding. It definitely hits.
I was like, wait a minute.
Now roll minimum.
Very likely that I will. I just need to remind myself what the damage die is.
Very concerned
1d12.
about what his strength is. It's very well good. Drop us back down to death.
Sorry to rules lawyer to death points.
Hold on.
I mean,
Don't stress about death points yet.
Oh,
it's
no,
13 damage.
not quite to death points. He is looking rough.
Cheers to
As you all see, like I said, you all see him reappear in front of you all and slam down with this axe. This great axe. But then it's gonna be Lesh's turn.
Okay.
So mad.
First, 1 AP, keep the death aura up. 2 AP to glum him. Will a 10 beat his will?
While he's not charismatic, a 10 is not going to overcome his willpower.
Okay. That's one. I have 2 AP left. I feel like I should just go for it again. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to glum him again. Try to give everybody TA. I feel like that's more beneficial if I can get it off for 24.
And 24 is definitely going to do it. It's 2 times his willpower.
Yeah, when it comes back, wow, looks who's back in the land of the living. It's time to fuck your ass up. Nice to see you again.
You like to talk.
Yes, and that's why you're about to fucking get your ass wrecked.
This is prison.
Scary lady. And that's gonna be my turn. And as I say, scary lady, a little bit of a boost goes through Larissa, and I'm gonna give you 1 extra AP.
I like that. So let's see. So, having missed with her fire blade before, she's gonna kind of flourish it a little bit and then strike. Now with this extra AP, she's going to strike at him, presumably 3 times. So without being it 2d20, take the lower. She's at +2 from that, from her intelligence, +1 from flanking, +1 from glumness, and him being demoralized. He's not knocked prone. Okay, so first attack. A 9's not going to do it. A 17 will do it.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I can do enough damage, so she's just going to go ahead and hit again. Will an 11 do it?
An 11 will not do it.
Alright, so that is going to be, I do believe, what, 1d6 +2 for 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to say, alright, let's finish him off right here. As Tiberos is going to swing down with his long sword, which is going to be end up at +5. Yeah, +5. He's going to do this twice. So the first attack is a 22.
Which will
Second
hit.
attack is a 17.
Which will hit.
And then he is two-handing this because he does not have a shield. So this is going to be 2d10 +6 damage total.
Okay.
For 15 total damage.
Okay.
And then Medivh is going to go next. Let's let's see. So this is just +4. Yeah, just +4 for these. Yep. So this is for the main attack. I don't think that'll do it. Secondary attack. Will a 12 hit?
A 12 will not hit, no.
Okay, and then she is going to do it again. So first attack, second attack. She does not make any purchase. She can't quite get into a good stance to make a good stab. She's catty corner amongst some tall people. And then after that, Grifton is going to do his thing. He's going to make a long sword attack. Will a 13 do it? No. And
No.
then he's going to, again, take a stance and get ready to exploit.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Goraan.
All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't use that ability yet. How's Shiro looking though?
He is sitting at 2 HP out of 31.
All right, so not ideal.
Not ideal.
Can't do a whole lot about that. So we're gonna leave that be for now. What I'm actually going to do, because I didn't look for it a minute ago. Does my wand have an attack?
Yes. Did I forget to program that in?
Yes.
Okay, it's a luck-based attack. Roll a d6 to determine the damage type. It is a d8 damage die.
Okay. APC is
2.
2.
Well, technically it's 4 minus luck, minimum 2, but I know where your luck sits, so...
It's a minimum 2. Damage is also luck? Or no?
Yes,
Luck, okay.
this is a lucky wand.
1d6?
1d8.
1d8, sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Goraan is going to give this a shot because he's getting a little concerned about his proclivities being not the most balanced right now. So we're gonna throw this at him. We're gonna attack. Okay, but he's still invisible, right?
No, he's not.
Visible. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So 24 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and then ooh. Okay, so it's 11 on the damage, but you said there was something special about the damage?
Yeah, roll a d6, and I will let you know which damage type it is.
5.
I meant to have this programmed into your sheet before tonight. I am sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's toxic damage.
Okay. He
Wow,
takes
so
11
toxic
toxic damage. As Goraan, because he's been holding it in one hand with his usual, or he may not have a staff, but he's been holding the wand, and he uses his magic and then feels that imbalance in himself. Glances down at the wand and says to himself, "Oh, might as well make use of it," and throws it, and this blast of toxic energy slams into this guy's chest. And he's going to do it again for another 24 to hit,
Which will hit.
dealing 13
Damn.
damage, maximum damage of 13.
Lucky 13.
It's a 3.
A 3 this time will be fire.
So then, after the first one hits pretty solidly, he kind of looks at it a little surprised. Goes, "That went better than expected," and then throws it again, and this blast of fire again slams into this guy's chest. Goraan looks at the wand like, all right then. Suppose I should use this more often.
As Larissa just kind of like ducks down and is like,
Oh
"Where
yeah,
the
absolutely.
hell
A
did
hand
that
on her,
come from?"
a hand on her shoulders. Pardon me. Bam, bam.
I am going to type what is what in the chat for you, if
Cool,
you
I'll
want
grab it.
to include that
Yeah, I'll grab it.
into your thing. But yeah, solid damage from this wand.
24 points of damage in total. Not
He's
too shabby.
Still alive?
Yes.
Early.
He's got to be
2,
less
4.
than 5 health.
Oh, and I'm because I can't use it again, I'm holding 1 AP over for my next turn.
Okay.
17 health.
You're closer.
I feel like we didn't do that much damage to him to make him bloodied.
You did 70 points of damage to him to make him bloodied.
Holy shit.
That first turn, you did 64 points of damage total.
We
Before
did
I got
I
back to
didn't
him.
think we did that much damage.
fuck him up that first turn.
You,
Yeah,
you guys
we
fucked him up
hit
that
him pretty
first
hard.
I
turn.
didn't think we did that much. Okay.
You guys did 64 points of damage in that first round. And that
didn't
first
do
was
shit
surprise.
the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shiro, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to do. So I'm going to spend 2 AP to use the go. Is he prone right now? I don't
No.
think
No.
he is. No. Okay, yeah. I'm going to use the go for the knees maneuver.
Okay.
So
Some big
roll
knees.
that real quick. So I'm gonna fighting instinct first. Flanking. Is there anything else going for me at the moment?
He is demoralized.
Is demoralized. Okay. So that'll be boop. Does a 22 do it?
Yeah, 22 is gonna hit.
All right. So that'll be 7 damage, and he's prone.
Okay.
And then, so after he just like, I'm theming this as he's just kind of kicks him in the back of the legs because I think he's mostly facing the other group. Shiro's kind of behind him.
I mean, he
Although
just hit you.
He did
with
just
his-
hit
with
Shiro.
his
So yeah,
axe.
either way, he's kicking a leg out from under him, drop him down to a kneeling thing, and then we're gonna try to lop his head off with boop. Does a 16 hit?
It will.
10 damage. 10 damage. Less than 10 damage.
Another 7 damage.
It's a good chance.
Damn.
No, he's at 17 now. Now it's at
I said 16 was closer. I didn't say he was on it.
And that was 5 AP, so that's all I got. Oh,
All right.
well, he's already burning, so I don't need to re-add that.
No, you guys want to?
What kills him?
You guys want to roll the burning and the death scythe aura?
yeah, happily.
4 damage.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
An 8 is not gonna do it.
Really
Make
want
him
to
drink
kill
a
him.
potion. Make him drink a potion. Do something. Let me exploit.
No.
I refuse, sir.
Do I want to survive another round? Or do I want to go for broke?
Nah, go for Lesh.
I don't know. Goraan did just a ton of damage. I think you should move over to Goraan. To attack.
I don't have to move. I'm a trollkin.
He
If
can
I want to
reach.
if I want to hit Goraan, I will hit Goraan.
All right, let's calm down a little bit.
I
Alright.
was just trying to get him to move so I could
Everybody-
exploit. I'm sorry.
Everybody relax.
Aren't you full health?
No.
No,
None of us are, I
Just-
don't think.
he just healed himself a little bit.
Maybe
Um,
Larissa.
I think
and if
Larissa
I don't-
probably has the most hit points.
If I don't cast another light proclivity spell before this is over, I'm gonna get sickened again.
Yeah, you should do that.
You should definitely do that.
We shouldn't kill him, me and Larissa. we should try to not do that.
Breaks. I chose my path and I walk it proudly.
Is that 15 to hit Grifton?
Oh, with that kite
Grifton?
shield.
It actually does not.
Okay.
Got that kite shield upgrade, baby.
He's got full plate armor and a kite shield.
Continue working clockwise. 21 versus Mav.
You said counterclockwise, right?
No, I said clockwise.
Yes, that's gonna hit Medivh.
For 8 points of damage.
That hurts her, but she's fine.
And then you watch as he swings at these two skeletons, bouncing off the armor of Grifton, cleaving deeply, and then kind of looking at his axe, expecting blood and not finding any. And then his entire body starts to blur. as
This
he
little-
casts blur on him.
Oh, what a
That bitch.
What blur does, for those that don't know,
To the rule book.
you will be rolling 2d20 and taking the lower on all attack rolls against him.
hate it. You're using my favorite source against me.
1 AP for a death aura. I'm gonna try to demoralize once again for a crit.
Ooh.
It is still an attack.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Crit again.
16.
The 16's still gonna do it. But
Look at the big man. He's shaking so much I can hardly see him. What the fucking bitch? And then oh man. I really want to try to hit him with the scythe for real for shits and giggles, 'cause I think it would be funny. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna instead. That would be the easiest way to make sure I don't kill him. But no,
you know,
I'm gonna.
since he got like suplexed, he hasn't rammed again.
There's reasons for these things. I almost rammed, and then I got gruffed by my fucking scruff of my neck by you, Surrey. But I'm gonna clarify Shiro and Goraan.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. I'll get 1 AP held over.
All right. Larissa.
So she is just going to attack with the fire blade again. Let's see, flanking, demoralized, intelligence, 2d20, take lower. Oh, that's a double nat 20.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's
One, what is that? 1 in 1600 or something like that? Odds on
something like that.
That's amazing.
Fuck him up.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1d6.
That's what happens when you attack
So
with a
6,
legally distinct lightsaber.
11, 13 fire damage.
Hey, Larissa.
How do I want to do it?
How do you want to do it?
So I think she's the type to get extremely frustrated when things don't go her way. So as she's been struggling trying to make purchase with this newly being used fire blade, she happens to just swing, and this is honestly it's happenstance. You would think that there's some kind of luck involved with this, with how she was able to actually make purchase here. And she basically, despite him being in his blurred state, cuts down with her fire sword and probably makes purchase somewhere along a cut that was already done, and just basically cuts into his and down into his chest cavity, cauterizing organs along the way.
Yeah. So that's going to be the end of this episode. And I think that's where we're going to. Sorry, that's going to be the end of this combat. And I think
Hold on. Real quick.
with the unbalance that's happening here, I think that's where we're going to end this episode.
I rolled for Goran's imbalance damage. I undid the healing that I did. I'm back down to 16. As Goraan, his veins turn black for a second, and he visibly gets dizzy for a quick second. And I can no longer cast spells of the light proclivity. So I can no longer heal until that goes away. And I am sickened until that goes away.
Thank you for listening to episode 51. We hope you enjoyed listening and would love it if you'd let us know. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok, as well as Apple Podcasts now, under Tales of Yavard Podcast. We also have links to the link tree in the episode description, and if you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whatever podcatcher you use. Tell your friends, spread the word, and don't forget, come join our Discord and hang out.